As a dietitian, I don't recommend taking GLP-1s for weight loss as a first option. However, whether I like it or not, a lot of people are taking them and inadvertently causing poor health outcomes because no one has taught them how to eat while taking a GLP-1. So in today's video, I'm going to be teaching you the nutrition strategies you should be focusing on if you're taking a GLP-1 agonist for weight loss. We will cover what a GLP-1 agonist is and how it works, why taking a GLP-1 agonist can lead to muscle loss, 3 non-negotiable strategies you must follow to avoid muscle loss on a GLP-1, and 1 bonus strategy that can take the guesswork out of eating on a GLP-1 for your body. So let's dive right in. What is a GLP-1 and how does it work? Before you go on any medication, it's important that you understand how it works and what it does in your body. GLP-1 medications were originally developed for type 2 diabetes, but they are now also commonly used for weight loss. These medications mimic a hormone in your body called glucagon-like peptide 1, which is abbreviated GLP-1. This is a hormone we all have. When you eat food, the hormone GLP-1 is released and it triggers 2 things. Number 1, an increase in insulin secretion, because insulin is required to move glucose from the bloodstream and into your cells. And number 2, a slowing down of gastric emptying, which just means that the movement of food from your stomach into your small intestine slows down. This decreases your appetite and makes you feel full, which helps prevent overeating. Now, those 2 things happen naturally in the body because of the hormone GLP-1. So GLP-1 medications were created out of the question, can we amplify this naturally occurring process to make this appetite suppression signal stronger and longer lasting? And the answer was yes. These medications, which are technically called GLP-1 agonists, mimic the GLP-1 hormone and can amplify its effects. When you add a GLP-1 agonist to the natural hormone your body already uses, your appetite will be suppressed for longer and in a stronger way. This creates that sustained decreased appetite that you'll notice throughout the entire week when you're taking one of these medications. The idea is, if your appetite is suppressed, you'll eat less. And if you eat less, you'll lose weight, which isn't wrong, but improving our health is much more nuanced than this. This leads me to why taking GLP-1 agonists can lead to muscle loss. One of the biggest problems that I've observed with my clients and friends taking GLP-1 agonists is that they solve an overeating problem, but they can just as easily create an undereating problem. And despite what we've learned from weight loss at any cost diet culture, undereating is a problem because it's not as simple as eat less to lose body fat. It's just not how it works. Most people don't know that there are 2 primary pathways to weight loss, and only one has a net positive effect on your health. The first is, I lose weight by eating as little as possible. Unfortunately, I have observed that most people attempt to use this pathway because they don't know any better. They focus on eating low-calorie foods, skipping meals, not eating after their workouts, and going hungry. Their go-to foods are salads without the dressing and lettuce wraps without a bun. And despite their intense discipline and restriction, they will most likely lose the wrong type of weight. I often tell my clients, yes, you need a calorie deficit to lose weight, but you also don't want to eat too little. When you eat too little, your metabolism decreases and your body enters emergency mode. Your body can't tell the difference between you under eating to try and lose weight and you actually starving. So if you eat far too below the calorie range that your body actually needs to function, your body starts preparing for what it thinks is an emergency. It holds on to fat tissue for dear life and starts breaking down muscle tissue for energy. Think of it like trying to make your car go faster by removing the engine rather than just taking the junk out of the trunk. You'll be lighter, Sure, but you won't have any power. And before you go thinking, who needs muscle anyway? Muscle tissue is crucial for maintaining a healthy bone mass, keeping your metabolism from crashing, and to help you physically move, lift things, and be active in general. The first weight loss pathway puts your muscle mass and all these important functions at risk. The second pathway is, I lose weight by fueling my body regularly with balanced foods and consistent exercise. Eating the right balance of foods consistently throughout the day signals to the body that you have enough fuel. You don't need to hang on to any excess fat storage. This boosts your metabolism and allows weight loss to come from body fat, not primarily muscle tissue. Some concrete examples of how you can tap into this pathway include eating when you feel hungry, snacking when you need it, avoiding prolonged fasting, refueling promptly after workouts, and including a carb and protein in every meal and snack. Because GLP-1 agonists suppress your appetite, it's very easy to lose weight via pathway number 1, promoting significant muscle loss. Your goal is to implement strategies that help you lose weight with path number 2, which is exactly what we're going to talk about next. There are 3 non-negotiable strategies you must follow if you want to lose the right type of weight on a GLP-1 agonist. The first is eat consistently throughout the day, even if you don't feel hungry. The biggest problem with GLP-1 agonists is that they change how much you want to eat, but they don't change how much your body actually needs each day to function and thrive. If you want to lose the right type of weight on a GLP-1, just know that you might have to eat when you're not hungry. You don't have to stuff yourself, but you do need to eat. Oftentimes, eating much smaller micro meals and snacks throughout the day more regularly will help. But it's easy to forget because you don't have your body to remind you. So I definitely recommend setting 3 to 5 alarms throughout the day to remind you to eat. Eat smaller portions more frequently because you will fill up fast. And remember, eating is not a bad thing. It's necessary to keep your metabolism running. The second non-negotiable is prioritizing the right balance of foods. Because your appetite will be suppressed, every calorie counts. A common mistake I've seen among my clients is not changing what you eat, just eating less of it. They are focused on calories in versus calories out, which we've all been told is important for weight loss. The problem with this is a potential lack in nutrients. For example, let's say you're eating lots of processed foods and fast foods before you go on a GLP-1. Then when you start your medication, you keep eating these exact same foods, just in smaller quantities. You may lose weight because you're eating less, but this lack of nutrient-dense foods can lead to vitamin and mineral deficiencies and a lack of fiber. It can also exacerbate your body's emergency mode response and muscle loss. This is one of the trade-offs you have to be aware of before you go on a GLP-1. You can't eat much at one time, so you can't just get away with eating a bag of gummy bears as a snack anymore. Every bite of food needs to be optimized to avoid nutritional deficiencies. To do this, you have to be intentional about how you balance each meal and snack. The ideal balance includes a carb and a protein with every meal and snack, and bonus points if you include a source of healthy fat and fiber. For example, a balanced breakfast could be oatmeal with Greek yogurt, peanut butter, and berries. Or for dinner, you could do a power bowl with rice, beans, avocado, and fajita veggies. You'll also want to avoid nutrient-poor foods like chips, desserts, sugary beverages, and candy, which can fill you up without providing many nutrients. I would also recommend swapping your sugary coffee drinks, sodas, and juices with water because liquids will fill up your stomach fast. The last non-negotiable is consistent strength training. You can eat perfectly, but if you don't prioritize consistent strength training while on a GLP-1, you are almost guaranteed to lose a significant amount of muscle mass along with body fat. Why is that? A calorie deficit triggers weight loss, but strength training guides where that weight loss comes from. When we lift weights, we send a mechanical signal to our bodies that we need this muscle to move and lift heavy things, so don't get rid of it. Without that signal, your body sees muscle as extra baggage. Muscle uses a lot of energy just to exist. So if you aren't using it, your body would rather break it down for energy than to tap into your fat stores for energy. This is because fat tissue is like our emergency fund. If your body senses a lack of food, like being in a calorie deficit with no demand for strength, it will protect the body fat and sacrifice the muscle for as long as it can. Therefore, the non-negotiable is consistent exercise with a mandatory focus on strength training. So, to recap, the 3 non-negotiables you must follow if you want to lose the right type of weight on a GLP-1 agonist are eating consistently throughout the day even if you don't feel hungry, prioritizing the right balance of foods, and consistent strength training. If you focus on nothing else but these 3 things, you will be on your way to losing the right type of weight on a GLP-1 agonist. And as promised, I have a bonus strategy that will help make your life so much easier and take the guesswork out of eating on a GLP-1. And that is seek professional help. Don't go at it alone. Nutrition is confusing enough on a good day, am I right? That means the likelihood of under-eating calories and important vitamins, minerals, and fiber is extremely high. Simply put, this may not be the best time for DIY. Remember when I said every bite of food has to be optimized when on a GLP-1? That's really hard to do on your own. So why not tap into a professional that helps people do this every day? A dietitian can take all the guesswork off of your plate, no pun intended. They'll give you personalized targets not only for weight loss, but to protect your metabolism, preserve muscle and bone mass, prevent deficiencies, and reduce the GI side effects that are super common with this medication. You get a clear, realistic roadmap and support to help you follow through even on the days when you're not hungry. And if you're someone who just wants to know, hey, am I doing this right? That's exactly what meeting with a dietitian is for. I am currently accepting one-on-one nutrition coaching clients in Idaho and Washington. So if you're on a GLP-1 or thinking about starting one, and you want to make sure you're doing it in a way that actually supports your long-term health, that's exactly what I help my clients do every day. If you want personal guidance, you can click the link in the description below or go on over to nutritionundefined.com/coaching to learn more. At the end of the day, GLP-1s can be powerful tools, but they aren't magic, and taking them is only half the battle. If you want to lose fat and not muscle, you have to be intentional about how you eat. I hope this helped you feel more confident about how to eat on a GLP-1. We have only scratched the surface today. There's so much more we could cover, from how to manage the side effects to how to eat once you get off the GLP-1 and maintain your weight. Let me know in the comments which of these topics you want to learn about next. For more tips for how to actually plan a week of healthy meals, check out this video on meal planning right up here, and I'll see you over there.